Here's the snap. He's going to try to push on the sneak. Off the right side. He gets in. Touchdown. And the Patriots have drawn even with the Jets. Flacco feels the pressure, and he's taken down.
Horrible offensive series for the Jets.
The Patriots are going to give Folk a chance here with a 51-yard try. The snap delivered. The placement. Swinging right leg. Kick is driven to the uprights. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Patriots win it.
Boy, did the Patriots ever need that win. Holy moly.
All right, as promised, we're back with Cris Collinsworth and Maurice Jones-Drew. Now, the Patriots avoided losing to a winless Jets team last night, but just barely. Now, Chris, you got the Patriots Sunday night when they host the Ravens. What do you make of this new Patriots team and the challenges for Bill Belichick without Tom Brady?
Yeah, I guess so. Tom Brady's been phenomenal. He's been in the hunt for MVP until he played that game last week, and probably still is. But yeah, it's a transition. I mean, you can tell it's a transition. Look at the names around Cam Newton here. Jacoby Myers goes off in this game for about 160 yards. But Bill Belichick knows exactly what he is looking to do here. This is a lesser team than what he has had by far in years past. But I thought Cam Newton played one of his better games that I've seen him play. He was accurate with the football. He's been incredibly humble when talking about this team. He's never pointed the finger at anybody. They don't have weapons on the outside. They're pretty good at the running back position, and yet they're staying competitive and made a big comeback in this game. I think this is probably, for Bill Belichick, one of the games he's going to remember as being most proud of one of his football teams. Yes, it was against the Jets, but this is a team that, you know, we've got to see week to week, can they hang in there? They fought their way through this one.
Yeah, Chris, you're exactly right. And to be quite honest with you, I feel like there are only a couple games out where it was a one-score game. I know the Denver Broncos was one. The Seattle Seahawks was another one that they could have won those games, and their schedule would be completely different. But it's hard to play quarterback when you don't have many weapons around you, at least highly drafted weapons or big touted free agents. And Cam Newton's been doing that his whole career. So hopefully they can get guys going. I see that they love to run the ball. They have 5 guys that can tote the rock. They just got to keep that going and try to, you know, allow that defense and special teams to win games.
All right, so as we look ahead to that Patriots-Ravens game, what matchup will you be watching closely? Chris, you go first.
Whoever has the assignment of trying to stop Lamar Jackson. It's a show, right? I mean, I feel like I'm showed up at the circus or something. They have so many different people going in so many different directions that if the right guard and the backside tight end pull across the formation, you fake the handoff over here to the right tackle. Now you might get Lamar Jackson going out there. Then it might be a screen pass back there. I mean, I don't know. I sit there. One of the things we'll do in the game is we'll sort of put the camera right behind one of the middle linebackers and go, okay, you try to figure out where this ball is going, because you have 4 or 5 people running each direction, and you can just watch these middle linebackers. They're kind of going, well, you know, who has the ball? So I love doing Baltimore games. I really do. I think this is one of the most exciting offenses that we see.
You know, Chris, for me, it's going to be the Ravens. Really, is Lamar versus that Patriots secondary. They struggled a little bit throwing the ball as of late, and I feel like they lost their identity along the way. I mean, last year around this time, the Baltimore Ravens were rolling. They were pummeling people. Can Lamar Jackson continue to throw the ball and have a little bit more success throwing the ball outside the numbers and down the field? To be honest with you, he struggled. And so let's see if they can get that back going, because his secondary has been picked on a little bit, as we're seeing with some of these highlights. Can he take advantage like, you know, his predecessor, Joe Flacco? So we'll see how it goes.
I love that aspect of it, too. Who will be able to get to Lamar Jackson, if at all? Definitely one of the things I'll be looking for. All right, MJD and Chris, thanks so much. Chris, you're spoiling us a little bit here because we actually get him one more time later in the show.
Give it to Henry. Wow! 30. He is the baddest man in the NFL.
Touchdown for the Colts. Zach Pascal.
It's picked off by the Colts. Kenny Moore runs it into the end zone for a touchdown. Intercepted. The Butler did it. What a move. Yes, TD for CD.
Touchdown. INDY. And it's Jonathan Taylor.
A.J. Brown with play strength to spare. Touchdown.
Thursday night, a division showdown. Phillip Rivers and the Colts taking on Derrick Henry and the Titans. Thursday night football, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. That's on Fox, NFL Network, and streaming on Prime Video. Let's open up the playbook on this game. Brian Baldinger with me. Now, everyone at home, if you haven't followed Baldy on Twitter yet, don't know what you're waiting for. His breakdowns on there, some of the best you'll ever seen. Baldy, huge divisional game here Thursday night, the Colts and the Titans. What are you watching in this one?
Well, I like to see how, the Colts handle the blitz game right now. I mean, Tennessee doesn't have a great pass rusher right now. Jadeveon Clowney really hasn't been that guy. They got rid of Vic Beasley. Harold Landry's been all right. So they're going to have to go to the blitz, I think, in order to pressure this week. And I want to see if the Colts can handle the pressure better than they did last week. I mean, last week, here's Chris Ward, the middle linebacker, coming, and they wanted to move Phillip Rivers off the spot. So they take Pernell McPhee here, MJ, and they get him in the passing lane. Now Rivers doesn't have a place to go with the ball. And once they got him off the spot, he wasn't accurate with the ball. And that was a big part of their game plan, get him moving, and so that he didn't have a stationary target there. Now, this is 4th and 1, and they blitz off both edges right here. They want to drag the tight end across the formation. Trey Burton, he's open, but Phillip Rivers doesn't have time. When they come after him, they come full speed here. Off the edge, you get Matt Judon on one side, Malik Harrison on the other, and Rivers just doesn't have time to get this ball out of his hand, and the ball goes nowhere. And so here, the Ravens overloaded to the weak side here. They're going to bring 4 to the weak side. And all they did, and all they wanted to do, was to get Rivers moving. And once they got him moving right here, he just threw that ball into the ground, said, I'll just go to the next down. And then this blitz right here, the safety, both inside linebackers. The Colts don't do a bad job, actually, at picking this all up. They have protected Phillip Rivers, for the most part, very well. But even with time, Phillip Rivers missed a shot here, I thought, to Michael Pittman Jr. Down the middle of the field with no safety in the post. And they missed some opportunities. But, 10 points last week with an offensive line that has protected well. But against the blitz last week, they got Phillip Rivers to move, MJ. And that was their game plan, and it worked for them.
Ooh, let's see if they can repeat that. What did I tell you guys about his breakdowns? Baldy, thank you. All right, let's get to some next-gen stats powered by AWS. So here's another good